Good morning, Viking Nation. Mr. Calderone here. I really appreciate the opportunity to give a shout out to all of you. I hope your Tuesday is an awesome Tuesday today. I was asked today to speak to you about preparation, one of those No Talent Tuesday topics. And I know preparation has many facets to it. There's many layers to it that go into it. And one of the things that I think is real important that you've already heard from previous staff members is about work ethic. I think there's a direct correlation to preparation and the way you approach the work or challenges that you're confronted with. One of the first things that I consider when I'm looking at preparation is actually planning to prepare. I kind of try to create a mental map of how I'm going to go about my work, and whether I use a graphic organizer or I create a to-do list, I try to map out the work that I'm about to do. So one of the most important tips that I could give to you is to, when you're preparing for something, is to actually think about the preparation that you're going to engage in as you're trying to tackle a paper or prepare for a job interview. Because whether it's large or small, whether you're painting a room, preparing for a project, or getting ready for a job interview, it all takes preparation. I'm giving you another tip about preparation and the goal being an optimal outcome. I think the most critical element of preparation is time management. And one of the first aspects of time management for all of us is to know what kind of procrastinator we are. Everybody, no matter how efficient you are, to some degree procrastinates. And generally, procrastination is driven by some element of fear, whether small or large. And once you learn that about yourself, you can better plan your work. And I think the most critical part of time management is understanding how much time is needed to complete the task successfully. And in that, you need to understand that as you uncover various facets of the work you're doing, it might expose more detail, more depth, and that's why you need to allow for proper time management and the appropriate amount of time in order to complete the task successfully. I think one of the most critical aspects when you're involved at the end stage of preparation or you've completed the task is to reflect back on the work that you've done. I think reflection and review allows you to know what you did well and hone that craft. The most important part of that is being able to see areas for improvement. And I think when you're able to do that and dig deeper into assessing your own performance, you're really setting yourself up to be prepared for any opportunity or challenge that you're confronted with in the future. So one critical aspect of preparation is reflecting back on that preparation and the work that you did to prepare for that outcome, and then seeing what you can learn from it and seeing how you can enhance it. Final piece of advice that I'd offer you about preparation is to really make preparation a habit. The preparation should be something that's just your standard operating procedure, just the way that you do business. It's always thoughtful, it's deliberate, it's thorough, it's detail-oriented. If you make that a habit, you're sure to be in a position when you're confronted with any challenge or opportunity where you're going to have success more often than not. In fact, a lot of times people will talk about, well, you're lucky, or this person's lucky, or they fell in this lucky situation. And I oftentimes think back to people that have said, it's amazing, the harder I worked, I realized the luckier I got. Or one of my favorite quotes comes from a Roman philosopher, Seneca, who said, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Viking Nation, I thank you for this opportunity to offer a few tips on preparation, and hopefully in some way this insight can be of use to you in your future.